I've left the music on in the kitchen. I'm going to turn it off. Bear with me a second. Bear with. Hello. Hopefully you can hear me. I've got no idea. As you can see, this is a bit of a last minute afterthought. I've been out driving. I've just got in. I've paid absolutely no attention to what I was going to wear or what I look like. This could actually be my least professional video so far. But that's why you like it, right? George is here, and I'm it's a couple of weeks since I last did this, so I've got no idea how to do it. George is here. Hi, George. Hopefully you are still here and didn't get bored waiting for it to start. I have two people. I should probably now focus on the carnivore lifestyle and not about the other shambles that is my life. So, just been out on a quick drive. I'm glad I've got this different, interesting car to drive because it's distracting me from waiting for my all my results to happen. And today is my official celebration of the 6-month carniversary. Yes. Oh, George is still here. Great. So this video today, it could go horribly wrong because I do still have a slight dry throat. So anything could happen. Today I'm officially doing my 6-month kind of happy carniversary to me business. If you don't know me and you've just stumbled across this live for the first time, who is this completely and utterly crazy woman who has done nothing with her hair or her makeup and has just turned up on the screen at random? I found Carnivore 10 years ago, and I'm now at 6 months of my last ever restart. Never going back to mixed diet, never going back to messing around, and had loads and loads of health benefits, but still waiting for my weight loss miracle. So that's me in a nutshell. So I'm just waiting for more people to join. I have brought my trumpet with me because those of you that know how ridiculous I am, the reason I have my trumpets is because a few months ago somebody commented that my videos were all about me, and I got a bit confused because I thought, well, it is a video vlog. It's my documenting my journey to healing and what's happening to me next, and that's kind of what most of these videos are about. They're about me. So I thought, let's get some trumpets and some hats and make it all about me. Yay. And then I started singing songs, and then my channel got even more crazy, and then more people turned up just to see if they just couldn't actually believe how crazy I am. So George, have you got anything to say? I know we need to reschedule our interview, don't we? It may very well be this Sunday. I'm going to see, but it will be a Sunday at 11. We were supposed to have an interview last week. I've actually got almost better now. I started to get symptoms last Friday, and today I'm barely ill. So it's not going to be a 3-week ordeal. So hopefully the carnivore lifestyle has prevented me from being ill for a whole month this time, which is an extra bonus. So George, have you got anything you want to say before other people turn up? Great. Thumbs up from George. I haven't planned what I'm going to say. I literally, for those of you that don't know me, unlikely that you'll be watching this if you don't know me, but if you don't, I wanted a particular car for 30 years and then went out and bought one last weekend. Probably completely and utterly bonkers. But then that's me in a nutshell, completely and utterly bonkers. And so this afternoon was the first opportunity I had to go and drive it for the first time. I wasn't disappointed. It made me smile. What made me smile even more is I saw not one, but 2 electric vehicles pulled up at the side of the road with the hazards on, with the people scratching their heads wondering why their electric vehicles don't work. I don't believe they are the future. This is another thing I sometimes do talk about on this channel. August 2nd, 2025 meetup. Yes. We need to start getting some committee meetings together on that, don't we? We do have our meetup on the in Somerset, in Glastonbury, on the 2nd of August. Probably going to bring my new car. Why not? And so we need to start having some meetings on that. I don't know much about this, so not entirely sure why I'm on the committee, because I'm pretty clueless of all the information, but if I can help in any way, I will. I'd love to see lots of people turn up and eating lots and lots of correct, proper human food. So that's nice. So yeah, I'm just waiting for some more people to come along to this. People tend to sort of turn up. Hello, Fee. Yeah, Fee says hi. She's turned up. I didn't even have time to do a thumbnail on this one, so I have no idea what it's going to look like. As you can see, I have literally just rolled in. I haven't paid any attention to what I'm wearing, no attention to my hair. I've just literally just turned up, put the laptop on. There's no professionalism here. Still don't really know what I'm going to talk about. Yeah, so George is talking about our meetup. Ashley's very keen. That's really cool. I know, Dan, I've seen your video that you did with him talking about how keen people are to do this meetup. It's going to be amazing. Very happy to be coming along to that. We do normally go to Cornwall at that time of year, but we'll make sure it's not that day. So yeah, that's going to be nice. My video today is mostly about how I'm thinking of weighing in on the 22nd of February now. I know I said 1st of March, but I'm going to bring it forward to 22nd of February because that's my 7-month anniversary. And basically my energy is through the roof and my appetite is right down. And when I last did take a measurement with my tape, it was a bit down. So I'm thinking another month from now. So it's going to be 4 weeks from now, I'm going to do my official 7 months anniversary weigh in and measurement and see if things are happening. And that'll be the end of my half term. So I'll be off for half term. I'll be able to have a really good, probably Lion Week. I think that's going to happen. I can do Lion Week when I'm Lion Diet Week, just ruminant animals, salt and water when I'm off work. And so I think it sounds like the right thing to do for me to do that in February half term. February half term starts in 3 weeks' time. I will do a really ultra clean 2 mad beef, fat, water, salt for that week. And then at the end of that week on the 22nd of Feb, I will do my 7-month anniversary weigh in, and I'll probably weigh in on the 22nd of each month moving forwards. Monthly weigh in on the 22nd. So that's my plan. Apologies, there will be some clearing of the throat. I work in a nursery, and even though I am carnivore and haven't had a single cheat meal or cheat day, I am still managing to get things passed on to me, whether that's detoxing or viral things or whatever it is, whatever your theory is, it's happening to me. So it's happy anniversary, 6 months to Sarah, to me. These are really cheap trumpets. I need to find some better trumpets, right? Happy 6-month anniversary to Sarah, to me. There we go. I must stop using this to tap stuff with. I'm going to stop it now. That's enough of the singing and enough of the tapping. Right, that's gone. So yeah, I just wanted to chat to people. The last time I did one of these, it was because I was lonely. Today, I haven't really had time to feel lonely yet. But I just, I promised everyone to catch up with everyone. So George has had a lamb steak and a beef steak today, bone broth tonight. Very nice. My eating is just predictably silly little bits. I just can't wait for it to be half term and I can spend a whole week just doing Lion. Because weirdly though, I'm going to talk about this in another video. Weirdly, I'm starting to go off strong salty things. I don't know whether that's a natural thing that happens at 6 months, but I was having bacon and eggs every morning because it was just easy to do. But I'm finding the bacon too salty now. And I don't know if they've started putting more salt in it, or if I'm just starting to get to that stage in Carnival where I just need less salt. Interesting. If anyone's got any ideas on that, they can comment. If they know why that would be. And Apex Odyssey's here. Hi from Mississippi, USA. Great channel. Lovely to have you here. If anyone wants to say anything or ask any questions, I have absolutely not planned this. I have absolutely no idea what's happening. If you've just joined in, I've just taken out my new old car for its first ever drive. I am excited about that, so I'm going to talk about it every now and then. And then I've rushed in, put the laptop on, sat down, haven't worked out what I'm going to say, don't know what I look like, rather not look at the screen, just look at the camera and keep talking to people. So if anyone's got any questions or comments or things they want to announce and conversation starters, that'd be great. I'm thinking of wrapping this up at the maximum of an hour because I have been getting over some detox, coldy, virally, whatever it's called thing. Hi, Jeff. Good morning, carnivores from Goose Creek. Is that South California? Is that SC? You'll have to excuse me. We are, well, not all of us. I'm not very versed. I've never left Europe, so I don't know what these things mean, but I'm assuming that means South Carolina. If not, please correct me on that, and I apologize. Oh, Apex Odyssey says, what's the make and model of the car? I haven't heard you mention it and couldn't quite read it in the video yesterday. It's actually a... people are going to think I'm absolutely crazy. And I'm going to think I'm crazy because the thing is probably going to break down next week. It's a 28-year-old Vauxhall Calibra. In Europe, they sold as an Opel Calibra. It's a V6 model. It's supposed to be a good one. It seems very, very straight, very genuine and honest. The paintwork is amazing. There's no rust underneath. It's a car I've wanted for 30 years. And my mum, when she passed away, did leave me with a little bit of money. And we decided to bite the bullet and get me this car that I've wanted for 30 years. This one is a 1996 one. And it's supposed to be galvanized, stop it rotting. And it seems to be working and it isn't rotting. And I'm really, really happy I've got it. I know this is not carnival related at all, but as you know, I'm one of these people that's waiting to heal, waiting for the weight losses to come. So having this distraction has been a wonderful, wonderful thing because I can stop worrying about sorry, I do apologize. I can stop worrying about my weight and just enjoy the car. It's probably going to run out of MOT. And MOT in the UK is where you get the car checked every year to see if it's safe and roadworthy. And it's going to run out in the end of April. So just in case we can't sort it out and get it running again, I've got to drive it as much as I possibly can for the next 3 months, which is why I got home from work today. And that was my first job, go and drive the car. It was amazing. I loved it. And I did see 2 electric vehicles put up at the side of the road with their hazards on, with their drivers standing outside the car, scratching their head, wondering what's wrong with their cars. I wasn't laughing. I was just thinking, I just don't think it's the future. I just don't think it's the future. You might think they're the future. And if you think they're the future, that's absolutely, it's just my opinion. Just my opinion. But the more I see these electric cars with, carnivore. Carnivore. That's it, George. You have summed it up. It's a brilliant distraction because now instead of spending all my time wondering why I'm one of those poor souls that doesn't lose weight very much, or even if I do, it's a snail's pace, I can think about my car. If in doubt, look out the front window. There it is. I know I'm absolutely mad. Completely mad. It's the only one around this whole entire area of this car. So, but I will be taking it to car events and because it's reached classic status now and I need to take it out and enjoy it before it breaks down, which will probably happen. But I'm open-minded. It's not my everyday car. We're not rich or anything like that. It's not an expensive one, but we'll see what happens. Sophie says not keen on electric cars either. Wants a classic Mini again. Yeah. But it's hard to find the good examples though. So, but yeah, absolutely. I think most people that follow my channel are probably not massively keen on electric cars, because we don't tend to trust the powers that shouldn't be, do we? So if we don't trust them about that, then we tend to not trust them about other things as well. But let's not get too controversial. I'm here to celebrate that I did actually manage to get to 6 months carnivore without a hitch, without a single cheat meal or cheat day. Oh, I'm not going to say it's been absolutely a doddle. It was fun to have the skin tags falling off and everything like that, but obviously I've now put the scales away so that I can't be tormented by them. Absolutely delighted to have a new car on the drive that I can look at every time I just want a bit of a whoo, look at that sort of feeling. Have you got that motivation since going carnivore? That's one of my non-scale victories. I'm so excited to do it. I need to make my dreams come true. I don't know. I've been actually looking to get one of these for if we're talking about the car, that is. If we're still talking about going out and buying cars that probably won't run for much longer. We were just looking for one that was fairly local and a fairly reasonable price and a reasonable condition. And my son just happened to find one on Facebook Marketplace that looked genuine. So I think it was a matter of finding the right one. I think that distractions come along at just the right time, because now I can concentrate on healing and just thinking about that and where I'm going to take it and where we're going to get photos of it next. Hi, Deborah. Hi, Deborah from Texas. Oh, everyone's coming. This is just so amazing to me, to have all these people talking to me from all over the world. A Triumph Stag would be a good carnivore ride. Stags are ruminants. My husband actually works on Triumph Stags. As part of his job, he actually restores stags. He's there today. He's actually there. You might not believe this, George, but my husband is actually restoring a Triumph Stag at this moment in time. That is what he does on a Monday and a Friday. And then Tuesdays and Wednesdays and Thursdays, he restores other kinds of vehicles. But it's Stag Day today. You probably think I'm joking, but it's not. He's actually true. So yeah, I never really thought of them as ruminants, but I guess they are, aren't they? I never really thought about it. So yeah, I would eat one if someone could find one for me. Now George has said, "Wow." I'm assuming that means that he's thinks it's amusing that my husband is actually restoring a Triumph Stag today. Yes, it is the truth. So we used to work on aircraft interiors. That all went to pot 5 years ago, and now he restores vehicles. Less money, but he's more happy, which is good. I'm just kind of waiting for people to come in and sort of start conversations. I have planned nothing. I've already thrown my trumpet away. I've already done a bit of singing in the beginning with my birthday trumpet. That's been thrown away because I kept tapping the laptop with it like some strange woman, and then tapping it on. It's like, get rid of the trumpet. People think you're even more crazy than they already do. And also, I need to apologize. I'm going to be clearing my throat every now and again. I work in a nursery, and and I don't know how long I'm going to be able to keep talking and talking. So what I really should do is invite someone to come on here. Now that's a bit techie for me, but that would be so cool. George, if you could send me an email and we'll set up that new interview. I think my husband's doing the football run on Sunday, so it might be this Sunday, but we will see. But I haven't planned at all, I must confess, since going back to work and faffing around with projects that I probably shouldn't be doing. I have not prepared my interview schedule at all. So if anyone does come on here for an interview, it's just going to be a whole lot of randomness, which will probably be fun. I'll have to block the comments though, because we're going to go straight to live. This is probably a crazy thing to do, But I haven't got George. I don't have. George has said he's free for interview on Sunday. We could possibly do it, but I feel completely unprepared. I have not sat down and written a load of questions. I need to think about that tomorrow. I'll let you know. I'll think about it. I've been a bit distracted by my project, which I'm actually so glad I've got this project. So I know you'll probably all think I'm, crazy. Deborah has a question. Do you ever use a keto mojo to check your ketones? I'm thinking of I try not to. I was in the beginning, but I try not to because I'm trying to make carnivore become natural for me for the rest of my life. I'm trying to avoid things that make it feel a bit like I'm on a diet, which is why I'm resisting doing anything that's I'm resisting counting fat or protein or managing my macros or managing my amounts of food or testing glucose or ketones. I'm trying to, my goal is to be carnivore forever now. And so and I want it to just feel natural in my life, if that makes sense. And so I'm trying not to worry about those things now. If that makes any sense. Which is why I'm really, really super glad I've gone out and bought this silly car that I bought, because I'm now trying not to think about my carnivore diet as much and just saying, right, that's how I eat. That is my diet. That is the way I eat now. And if I'm going to do it forever, I don't need to think about it all the time. So let's find a different project to think about, which is probably part of the reason I didn't do many videos this week, because I'm trying not to obsess over it too much. I'm trying to let it become natural. I don't know whether that answers the question. I did take my ketones about a couple of months ago. But that was just to prove to people that I was still doing it. I don't know why. I just thought there's no better way to prove I'm still doing it than do a random ketone test, so people can see I'm in ketosis. But now I think, well, people either trust me or they don't. I've been doing it. It's over 6 months. I have not had a cheat meal, a cheat day. I am eating meat for every single meal. I have no reason to. Do anything else. I don't want to do anything else now, and I've actually got to the point where I'm too scared to go back now. My gut has probably changed so much now that it would probably react pretty badly if I ate something not meat now, and that's probably going to keep me in line forever, because if I went to have a mixed meal now in a restaurant, I'd probably be up all night now with the repercussions of it. So that keeps me on the straight and narrow. And also I don't want to go back to that desperate person I was. So I'm just going to surge forward. But yes, I do. I did use my my blood glucose monitor for my son, who's also keto now, because he was worried about some blood sugar issues. And so I had to change the needle in it and use one on him. And he had slightly higher blood. He's now doing keto. He's been doing that for about probably 3 months at least now, and so we're working more on his levels, and I'm just getting on with carnivore and just doing it. So yeah, I know that people want me to start doing weight training and stuff like that, but every time I try and do stuff like that, it feels like I'm forcing it. It brings back memories of the old gym days, the dieting days. I just want to eat this way and just be active in a normal, natural way. And so it feels as natural and normal as possible, really. Because the more natural this feels, the more likely I'm going to sustain it for a really long time. So no tweaking, no managing, no measuring of any kind, preferably, really. Oh, Karen's here. Oh, yes, George. Now, George has turned up. Oh, Sam. Hi, Sam. Do you want to join in with my live stream? Okay. I was just telling them about you and doing your keto. Do you want to come and talk to them about it? No. Maybe next time. So George said, trust the process, listen to your body, find your why, do the research, find your tribe. That's it. That's all you need to do. Why are we doing it? Do your research, find your tribe, your 3 pillars of the carnivore diet. I love that video you did, George, by the way, those 3 pillars. It sums it up perfectly. Find the community you want. Get your research done. Make sure you've got a strong why. Then you're in. Karen is here. And Karen, we must not. Oh, Karen's driving, so she probably doesn't want me to talk about pole dancing this week. I've just been out in my new car, Karen. Yep. And I will. You may or may not have heard that I've got I bought an old classic car. Crazy. When I'd just been out driving it. Loved it. Thought it was very good fun. Very 90s. 90s music. The only music I'm allowed to play in that car is 90s music. Great. Yeah, Deborah says she agrees about eating anything except carnivore. So, you know, what you mean is the reaction you might get in the body. I'm assuming that's what you're referring to. Saying that if we eat anything other than carnivore now, our body's going to pay us back in a way. It's going to let us know that we've made a mistake. Absolutely. And also, though, when I am hungry, I am craving the meat. That's all I want. I want to go and eat a load of meat. Now, whether that's just a natural chemistry thing that's happened in me, or whether that's the fact that over the last 6 months on a daily basis, I've been coaching myself, saying, get your meat, get your meat. What you need now is meat. This is what you need now. Feeling hungry, you need your meat. Craving something, you need your meat. And I'm just constantly reinforcing that to myself. And I'm really glad I'm doing videos before work, because that sets me up for the day, because I'm giving myself a chat looking straight in the camera and saying, you're a carnivore. You're not going back. This is what you eat. And when you get hungry today, that's what you're going to eat. And I think it's reinforcing it to myself. My subconscious knows, and it makes me go looking for the meat. So it's a lovely place to get to. I'm so glad. Oh, Karen's driving 99 Camry. Great. We were discussing how we not that keen on electric cars on this channel. Maybe you are. Maybe someone has just turned up who is keen. We're all adults here. We can all drive what we want. But the more I see these new cars with the touch screens and the gadgets, and it just makes me want to go and buy my old dream car even more. And the more they push that way, the more I'm going to push the other way. And I had a smile on my face the whole time I was out. That's just me. It actually has a broken CD player in it. I am going to I have found a cassette player that I am going to put in it. Oh, yes. It's actually currently got a broken CD player in it at the moment. So I had to just stream music out of my phone, which wasn't quite the same, but it was a start. I just stuck my phone on the passenger seat with 90s music coming out of it. It wasn't very loud, but I was probably supposed to listen to the engine anyway. It's had the rev counter is broken. So I had to listen to the engine anyway. But it was fun. I was singing along and smiling. A handful of bacon bits can stave off the cravings. Oh, I clicked on the wrong one. I meant to click on the one about the bacon bits, but sorry. I'm nearly better. I am nearly better. Electric cars are dumb. And if you're on my channel and you hate me saying things like that, then go and find a channel that promotes these cars. But everything that the government tell me to do, I just do the opposite. So a handful of bacon, this is what we're supposed to be clicking on. A handful of bacon bits can stave off cravings. It can. I don't really have cravings now, though, really. I don't really have cravings. Though what does annoy me is I'm still waiting for all those treat foods to look like something from another species. I may have mentioned this in the last live, but where I work in a nursery, we take the kids to have their lunch, and they've all got their packed lunches. You wouldn't believe the stuff that comes out of there. I'm going to get sacked one day from talking about this. I'm not seeing any protein or fat in those lunch boxes. It's all just grains and sugar and hyper processed garbage coming out of the lunch boxes. But that food, obviously it's not food, but those items that you could put in your choppies mouth do still look like something I could eat. Do you know what I mean? I'm still waiting for that point, which I believe you get to about 12 months, where they start to look like food that from an alien from a completely different planet. They do some of the things they do still smell nice to me. So it is a bit of an irritation having to do that every day. I'm not going to eat that stuff. It still looks like something I could eat if I was desperate. So I can't wait for that point where my chemistry has changed so much that I look at it and think, that doesn't even look like, no. Even if I was absolutely desperate, what is that? That's just garbage. If that makes any sense. Fee's still driving a car from 96. Excellent. That's what I like. My new car is a 1996 model. I'm probably going to regret it at some point, but I have ticked it off my bucket list. It was a bucket list thing. I had to get this. I had to get one of these because on my deathbed, I didn't want to turn around and have some reason to say, I wish I'd gone and ticked that thing off my bucket list. Whatever happens from now on in, I've ticked it off. It's done. So even if the car never drives again, I can say I've done it. I've owned one and I have taken it for a drive. Whatever happens from now on, it's fine. It's so rural in Mississippi that we don't have the infrastructure. This is it. Why are they pushing everyone? Sorry, we don't want to get controversial. And it's supposed to be a carnivore channel, isn't it? But there's no infrastructure. I love Portugal, by the way. I went to Portugal with my son about 16, 17 months ago. And all the cars were old. There was not a single electric car in sight. It was absolute heaven. That's the dream. Move to Portugal. Take the Calibra with me. Live out my days out there, watching the sun come up, watching the sun go down. Hallelujah. But that's a dream for another day. Jill's here. Jeremy Clarkson and the Grand Tour team say electric cars take the fun out of motoring. 100%. And as I was driving along today, I saw 2 electric cars at the side of the road with their flashers on. And I was just going along with just a smile on my face the whole time. Not smiling at them, just smiling at my ridiculous, rebellious streak that I've got. And Karen's cassette player is also broken. I know. But it's actually the biggest engine I've ever driven, so I was quite amused by that. In the beginning, it's sketchy. Carrie Bacon bits. Yeah. If you're talking about the beginning of the carnivore journey, when you've got absolutely. Talking about when you're doing that first 30, 60, 90 days, just make sure you've got that food to get you through. I've now got to the point now where I can wait. I do think I'm becoming fat adapted. At some point between 5 and 6 months, there was a switch. Sadly, I decided to put my bathroom scale away at the same time because I was so fed up with it. So there could be amazing things now happening, and I'm not looking at it, but that's fine. I'm going to be carnivore forever, so it doesn't matter. Karen's coming close to carnivore and looking at these chocolates your kids sent you. Oh, no. Yeah. Luckily, people don't buy me stuff like that anymore. Thank goodness. The hardest day for me was the 18th of December because I was having a day where I was having to say no all day long. The 18th of December was the hardest day, I think, out of this whole 6 months because everyone at school was just bringing food around. Everyone had made stuff. Everyone bringing stuff around. I had to say no all day long, and it was really wearing. And the children were all overexcited because it's Christmas. The weather was horrible, and it was a draining day. That was the hardest day. The 18th of December, just everyone wanted to give me sugar, and I had to keep saying no. It drove me crackers. Raw milk started 2 weeks ago. It seems to have stopped cravings for real. I actually have had raw milk. I don't have it very often. I managed to. We stay on a dairy farm in Cornwall in the UK twice a year, and we can have any raw milk that we like, and it is lovely. I try to avoid dairy, but if they offer me some, I do have it because it's lovely. And George is saying, I like driving in my car. It's not quite a Jaguar. Jaguars are carnival. Yes, they are. I feel like a bit of a Jaguar driving my car. I've been telling everyone about my car, Sam.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. He said I can tell him about it when I finish that. Yeah. He said I wouldn't enjoy it. I did. Made me smile a lot. And the raw dairy just turned the interest off for chocolate and most carbs. It's like a secret weapon. Yeah. For me, it's just abstinence. Just abstinence. Just absolutely no sweet taste at all. I just cannot have a sweet taste in my mouth at all. It's just too dangerous. Luckily at 6 months, I think most things would feel really, really sickly to me now anyway. So A2 cows, it's a different kind of protein. Yeah. The stuff in the store. Yeah. Tastes so different. Yeah. Anyway, so that's lots of comments come through. I'm going to have a drink now. Sam, do you want to come and tell them about your keto journey?
No, that's all right.
No, he doesn't want.
I haven't rehearsed.
He hasn't rehearsed. Okay. He hasn't rehearsed. One day I am going to make him have an interview with me. Yes.
When I'm more buff.
Okay. He's just started working out at the gym, and he said that he wants to do an interview when he gets more buff. So that'd be good fun. So Karen says, I get it, I craved extremely bad, then the milk. Yeah. I just find just going cold turkey, just it's hard. Giving up comfort eating. I think that giving up the comfort eating actually was the hardest thing. I think for me, riding through those moments of sadness or irritation or stress or moments where I felt like I needed a treat and not being able to do something about it, I think it's the hardest part. I know that some channels focus on the addiction and talking about the addiction, but I also think there's other sides as well. There is the social side and the fact that you have just turned to food as a comfort all your life. Well, I certainly had. And so not just working through the addiction, it's working through the triggers and the social side. There's so much to work through when you want to become a permanent carnivore. George is talking about pasties. I'm not going to put that comment on there, George. Where's my trumpet? I think George has blown the Cornish pasty trumpet. Yeah. Anything. When we go on holiday, it's a hard time. When we go down to Cornwall, that is a tough time for me. Just sitting there and watching everyone else having ABC, XYZ and not having it. That's not fun. I'm glad we're not permanently on holiday in the Cornish beaches because I would get driven into it. Somebody has said about brown butter bites. I actually have tried them, but then I just forgot about them, really. To replace chocolate parties might be useful. They're okay. They're incredibly rich. You can only have one or two, which is kind of the idea. Incredibly rich to eat, and you have to be careful to get the brown bit just right, because if it's too much it can taste just so burnt, it doesn't taste good. So trying to get just right. But yeah, I might do them again. I'm not going to put that comment up, George or Fee. I'm going to have to get my trumpet. We're talking of pastry food here. Oh no, that might make someone go and eat it. Now what does Karen say? Jersey cows apparently have mutated protein that's highly inflammatory. Highly inflammatory. Ooh. See, I thought you were going to say the other way. I thought you were going to say it's highly hang on. Yeah. So that's bad. Yeah. That's what right. Okay. Right. That's interesting. I thought you were going to say it was the other way, but you said it was that way. No. The milk knocked it out like a prize fighter. You're funny. And now Now Karen's laughing there, and I don't know whether she's laughing at herself. She's probably true because she's funny too, or whether she's laughing at me. Don't know. Don't know what she's laughing at, but oh, Apex Odyssey's coming up to 500 days. So you might have to go and get some noisemakers and some champagne poppers. I had to throw my trumpet away over there because I was doing strange things with it. Imagine this is a party popper. I was going like that and tap, tap, tap. No, that's the pen's gone as well. I can't have something in my hands because I start doing things with it that you're not supposed to. Oh, you're laughing at me. Our grocery stores only get the Jersey milk. Yeah. I'm laughing at try. Maybe you're laughing at the fact that I was saying how I'm not going to put the pastry goods up on there. Jill says, my mum's generation wore a silk scarf and red lippy during their driving their flashcards. Do you know what? I actually feel bad I didn't actually put more lipstick on. But it was my first time. It was my first time out in my new car, and I just wanted to get it done. The more I hang around waiting, the more nervous I get. So I got in from work and I thought, straight out the door. Don't hesitate. Don't think about it. Just go. It was really fun. Your generation are wearing ponytails and a baseball cap. Yeah. Yes, I think maybe I need to dress up more in 90s clothes when I'm playing my 90s music in my 90s car. That will distract me. Though, oh, Karen says, I love your soul. Oh, thank you. Thank you very much. I'm glad somebody finds me entertaining. If somebody can find the channel entertaining in any way, that's good. I'd like to think I'm attracting my tribe as well, because the beautiful thing about YouTube is that I think you just need to be yourself, and the people that like you in some way will find you. I know plenty of people in this village that wouldn't find me interesting at all. They probably don't understand. I live in a part of the UK where we're not rich at all. We're not rich in the slightest. But I do live around with a lot of people that are in probably a massive amount of debt, keeping up with their next door neighbours, buying things they don't need with money they haven't got to impress people they don't like. You know what I mean? That sort of neighbourhood. And we're sat here with our really old cars. Not one of our cars is less than about 12, 13 years old. We don't care. We never tidy up the front drive. We have an old trailer out the front. We're probably the losers of the street, and we think we're quite funny. We think we're quite funny. And we don't care. And we don't care what they think. But then we don't have the debt that they've got for all these things they keep buying, all these brand new flash this and shiny new this and doing this to the house and doing that to the house, and now they've got this debt they can't pay off. This is what's happening around where I live. This is, so yeah. So I come on here to talk to people that don't mind my craziness. Some people like it. This is day 274 for me. Oh, you're ahead of me now. And you crave beef roast. Exactly. Jeff craves the beef roast. And it's amazing. It's very difficult to explain to people that have never done this, what it's like to get to 6 months, 9 months, 12 months, and how actually you can't be bothered with the other food. It's just so pointless. Yes, it's yummy. Of course it's yummy. But you know that when you eat it, it's just so pointless because his body doesn't want it. So then it says, what's next? What's next? What else have you got? Go back in the kitchen and find me some proper food now. And if you don't know about carnivore, you're going to go back to the same cupboard, the same pantry, the same thing to get more of what you've just had. And your body's still saying, well, yeah, that was interesting, but where's the real food? Where's the proper food? And when we're doing carnivore, we are literally, well, it looks like it. I'm, we don't have any huge, massive funded scientific studies, but it looks like we are hitting the nail on the head first time and getting the right food first time. And our body's like, thank you very much. Now go and find something else to do because we're done with eating. It's amazing. And people that have never done carnivore have not yet experienced that amazing feeling of knowing that you're truly nourished and fed, and now you can go and find something else to do. And I just can't believe it. And when I am not carnivore, which is over 6 months ago now, that constant wanting, constant longing for food, that constant, have I got enough food? You know, if I was going out to buy like a sandwich or something and some accompaniments, there's never been enough food, never enough food. Oh, I'm going to have to go and buy this with it and that with it because I'm still going to be hungry afterwards. And oh no. Now, go and eat a load of meat, done. And some people that sounds boring, but when you've done it for month after month after month, it starts to make sense. And then you start to feel really well. And then skin tags start to fall off and you think, okay, it looks like my body's happy doing this. Karen's made a typo, but I'm not sure what the typo was now. But that's okay. Don't type it again. Don't crash. I don't want to crash as a result of my live stream. Fingerless leather driving gloves, a peak coolness for driving. Right. My interior, you wouldn't believe this, on my new car, my interior is black leather. How a car of that age and that kind of, it wasn't an expensive car. No, not really expensive, but the interior is amazing. And I've just been given an idea that I really probably should have some fingerless leather gloves to drive in my 90s car with my 90s tunes and my 90s clothes. Right. And some red lipstick. Right. Noted. We are definitely in the same vibe. You make me feel stronger and capable. I like it. Oh. And I'm so glad I'm not letting you down. I'm so glad that I'm now doing it all the time and not letting anyone down. Because that was making me feel sad that I was so trying to do it and then not doing it. And then, oh, she's doing it. She's doing it. Look at Sarah, how disciplined. No, not doing it. Not doing it. I'm done. I am so done with that. I cannot do that. Nana the Good Witch. Oh, Donna, I'm just walking out the door for work right now. I'll listen on my drive in, though. Good morning. So, brother, good morning, Cassandra. Sarah, you rock. Bye. Oh, it's a shame that, Well, I hope you, yes, I saw your photo there and I thought, that looks like Dawn. It looks like Dawn. Yes. Oh, and Lenny's shot these milkers stop his craving for chips. Yeah. I have to keep away from everything, though. I can't even, I've just abstinence. Yes. Yes. Resting Witch Face, Nana the Good Witch, Dawn. I missed her. Hopefully she'll catch up on this. And George is saying, hi, big sister. So that's to Dawn. Hi, George. Bye, George. LOL, got to run, but I'll be listening. Karen, I can let you down. I was letting everyone down, but now I'm not. Because if I stop doing this, just looked at myself. I need a tan. It's annoying having a channel and not being able to stick to it. I must have been absolutely crazy, but we're there now. We're there now. Oh yes, you're the person that said you had it on the eyelid. Touch it every day to see if it's reduced. Oh, I know the feeling. Right from about 3 months up until 6 months, I was always checking my neck. And then on day 86, I had that first one, get the little black tip on it, and it just came off my fingers. And I felt so emotional. Oh, I hope it comes off for you soon. Because it's such a visible sign of healing, isn't it? And also it's something to show people, because I was able to show people, because I'd actually showed them my skin tag and said, look, I'm expecting this to fall off during my carnivore journey at some point. And they'd kind of look at you with that glazed over eye expression. No, that's never going to happen. And then I've never been able to show them and say, look, I haven't got my skin tags now. They've come off. So fees on day 318. Oh, you're not that far away from that 1 year. Oh, I can't wait to say that I'm 100 a day 318. For those of you that have joined in and were not here in the beginning, my next weigh-in has been moved from the 1st of March to the 22nd of Feb. That's now going to be weigh-in day. 22nd, because it is my seventh month anniversary, and I don't want to leave it any longer than that. The 22nd of February is right at the end of half term, and so I'm going to have a week of really strict lion diet in that week, because I do lose weight doing lion. So I'm just going to do mixed carnivore right the way up to for the next 3 weeks, and then I'm going to have a really strict detox during half term and weigh in at the end of half term, which is 22nd of Feb, and see if there's any change. If there isn't, I'm just going to keep going. What choice? What result do I have giving up? Absolutely nothing. At least if I keep going, there's a chance. If I quit, there's no chance. So other than a big weight gain, probably. Yeah, Fee, that is amazing. 318 days is amazing. Any amount of days. When you consider that most people are not even going to discover carnivore, and even if they do, they're going to think it's crazy. And even if they think it might be okay, they're still probably not going to try it. And even if they do decide to try it, it's actually quite hard to get to 90 days, 120 days, because we've got our cultures and our social aspects and people buying us things and making us things, and our comfort eating that's come from when we were 2 years old. And so it's to get to any number of days carnivore is amazing to me. If someone's only managed to get to 30 days, that's amazing to me, because at least we're out there doing it, we're trying it, we're brave enough to watch what the herd is doing, turn around 180, go back the other way and walk on our own and eat our meat. And that's brave. And I respect anyone that's done even 1 day of carnivore to me, because that we're doing something that no one else can do. We're doing things other people would say they couldn't do, wouldn't do, won't do, and we're doing it. So respect to anyone for any number of days. But yes, 318 days is great. Can't wait to say that, and it will be happening. I wonder what that coincides with. That's probably going to be about May for me, roughly ish, as a guess. And then Fee says, thanks, Karen. Cool. And then Jill says, your carnivore journey is inspiring and encouraging to many of us who've been on it several years. You've definitely made me sharpen up and not to give in to temptations. That's good. Thank you. I've got to stop the temptations though. I had 9.5 years of getting distracted, and I really got to do this 365 days no matter what. What happens on day 366? I don't know yet, though George has said he doesn't want to pull me out of the carb ditch on the 2nd of August. So I'm going to have to do more than 365. I'm going to have to do about 375, 380, and then maybe have a carb binge then. But I'm hoping that when I get to that bit, my body's like, what the hell is this horrible garbage everyone's eating? This doesn't even look like anything I've ever eaten. That's what Mitch from Old Guy Carnivore says. The year is when that chemistry is completely changed. Yeah, everyone that's in carnivore is amazing. Everyone that's just decided that the information that we're given on a daily basis is actually misinformation verging on just completely harmful. So yeah, ridiculous. Got my I need a tan. I think I should go to Portugal for about 6 months and take my new car with me. Yes, I think that would work, actually. That could work for me. Yeah, that could. I'd come back healed, with probably all the weight gone, tanned. Oh, amazing. I wouldn't want to come back. Karen says, I'm having an... Oh, I've pressed the wrong button. You're having an impact on many lives. Oh, I hope so. More people are going to listen, though, when the weight's gone. But we all know that. I've said that 100 million times already. You don't need to hear me say that again. The people in my real world that don't see me on video and not already tried carnivore, they're just waiting to see me lose weight. They've heard it so much. And it's so frustrating because I'm at the 6-month point and I don't really look any different. So I can't help them until the weight's off. But we will just keep plodding on. and wait for that. I want you to be the proud carnival queen. Right. So, oh yes, of course, we were talking about tiaras, weren't we? I have got my wedding tiara. Don't tempt me. He's saying this because he knows, George knows me, and he knows that I probably will now turn up to the meetup in August in a tiara because I am that crazy. In fact, driving down in my new car with a tiara on, with my fingerless leather gloves, lippy scarf. Oh yes. But we're getting an image in our head now, aren't we? We're getting an image. Don't put ideas in my head. Oh, here comes Oliver now. Ollie, do you want to take part in my live?
What?
Do you want to take part in my live?
Not really.
Do you want to come and talk to everyone? No.
Do you want to see his kit?
Well, I'm live now, so do you want to say hi to everyone?
Not really, no.
Oh. But he's still going to show me things and annoy me.
Look at that.
Yeah, that's lovely. That's lovely. Do you want to say hello to everyone because we're going to go in a minute?
No.
Okay. Okay. Well, have you got enough aftershave on?
Thanks for that.
Kids these days. But yes, yes, and Jeff says, don't forget to hit that like button. And Karen says, I promise you there are hundreds gaining strength from you. Most people are not commenting. They are out there, and you are sending ripples of strength and healing across the world. Oh, Karen, thank you. I am sending ripples of healing across the world. Is that good?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's happy. He's happy. Karen, you have to go to your lesson now. Time to pretend to dance. You have an amazing time. That sounds a lot more fun than what I'm about to do. Take care. Thank you for turning up. I'm going to have to go soon because I have got quite a dry throat and I've been talking for nearly an hour, and I'm probably going to make this one just an hour. Hello to anyone watching this back on. I took my new car out, Ollie.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm going to, if anyone wants to say one last thing quickly, but I am going to go at the hour because it's easy to just keep going, and I need to chill for a bit. It's been a very long, exciting day, and I need to just chill for a moment. So I'm going to wrap this up. Oh, and Karen loves your name.
Thanks.
Karen loves the name.
I don't.
He doesn't love his name. And oh yeah, thank you, Jill. And thank you for another fun live, Sarah. Oh, you're welcome. I really did, well, as you can tell, I had nothing planned for this, but I promised everyone I'm going to do this every Friday, and I just threw the laptop on, went live, no idea what's going to happen next. But I think for some of you, that's kind of your favorite type of video, right? When I'm just, I don't know. Yeah, so Jeff says, don't forget to hit the like button. Hopefully there's lots of likes on this madness. But I'm going to go because I need to go and chill. I'll try and do a video from my new car tomorrow. Oh, yes. I haven't done that. Oh, George says that's a fun hour. And I have... Oh, go and get the trumpet, Ollie. Go and get the trumpet. It's on the floor. Let's finish it properly. Look, we've got less than a minute to go. Happy 6-month carniversary to you, to me, to her, to him. Happy 6-month carniversary to Sarah, to me. Happy 6-month carniversary to Sarah, to me, and him, who's shockingly embarrassed and wants it to end right now. And happy 6-month carniversary to Sarah, to me. What was that noise? I'm going to go because we're all crazy around here. That's a lovely end. That's a lovely end. And Fee enjoyed it. Happy 6 months.
You're a laughing stock, you know.
I'm a laughing stock. I am. That's lovely. Good. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you. Jeff says thank you. I'm going to end the stream now and go and take a chill because I need to calm down. Thank you so much for coming. And I'll see you on the next one next Friday. Take care. And I'll catch up with you, George. Send me an email and we'll sort out the interview. We've got to get this sorted. It's happening. Okay. Take care, guys. Bye.